Hello everyone, welcome to another first place OTS Championship Mekk-Knight deck profile. This is very similar to my last list, however this is an improved list with some ideas that I think moving forward are going to be very standard in Mekk-Knight lists. I also did not go undefeated on Swiss this time, but it was a bigger event, it had more players, it was more competitive, and this list overperformed in a lot of aspects. Most of its cards wouldn't change for anything else. And yeah, I'm very happy with the list. So without any further ado, let's go through the deck profile. So for the Mekk package, this is our main and normal summon starter with 3 Girsu, the Orcus Mekk-Knight. It's a very good name because it has Orcus in its name, so you can make a Zeus by itself. It's very susceptible to interruption, so you have to route your plays in a way that makes it so you almost make it sure it's going to resolve. Moving on, we have 3 Blue Sky. This is a very good card, it gets you advantage, it's a good body. It also has a very useful type level because we make a lot of Chaos Rulers in this deck, and having level 5 is very good. The best card in the deck, Purple Nightfall. This is a recursion, this is advantage, it's a starter, it's an extender, it's a good body, it has good levels, so this is an all-around amazing card. 3 World Legacy Memory, this is a chainable defense. This is also a starter, though it's lower one. It gets you advantage on the long run. It's a World Legacy card, so it's very good in the deck. And then we're playing the 2 bodies, which aren't as good, but they're utility, as in 1 copy of Indigo and 1 copy of Red. One of the best cards in the deck as well, Secrets. This is one of the best floodgates in the game. It also gets you advantage from the graveyard. It's continuous. It doesn't care if the monster is on field. I actually won the finals because of this. The opponent did not know. They try to get their card off a field of Droplet. It still negates. So this is an amazing card. The 2 bricks for the deck, for the Mekk-Knight part. This isn't that much of a brick, but you also don't want to see it. This is a brick, and this was what I wasn't playing on the last time. However, I felt that Girsu wasn't that strong in the other build. And I've always got to positions where I broke a board, and then I was able to normal summon Girsu, but that didn't get me enough bodies and that didn't push enough so that I won on the next round. And this is what armor does. It basically means that Girsu is so much advantage by itself that it swings the game immediately in your favor. It's also a dark for using Lib to make dark, the charmer, and it was a very useful card on the weekend. It summons back DPE, it summons back Winda, which won me a few games. So yeah, that does it for the Mekk-Knight part. And now for the small Psi-Reflector package, we're playing 2 Psi-Reflectors. This is an okay normal summon, but you really don't want to be normal summoning it. You want to be using this card, which is the second best card in the deck, which is Emergency Teleport. This card helps you play around Droll. This card helps you get advantage. This card gets you Interruption on Ghost Ogre. This is an all-around amazing card. I'm so happy it went to 3. I would play 5 if I could. These are the 2 worst cards in the deck. This is the worst card in the deck by far. Drawing this means this package doesn't really work, except it does because you can still normal this, use it with a Mekk, link it off, then summon the Psi-Reflector, and Psi-Reflector gets you playing, and that's a lot of advantage. But it is a way you have to play around your own deck, which isn't that useful. Then for the generic spells that help you break board, I'm playing 2 Forbidden Droplet, 1 Forbidden Chalice. I do not own the 3rd copy of Droplet, or this would be a Droplet. 1 copy of Call by the Wraith. Ghost Ogre is very used right now in the format, and this helps you play around it because Ghost Ogre on purple hurts you a lot, and also on blue, also on Girsu, so yeah. 1 Prosperity, I would play more if I could, but I don't own them. 1 Small World, I would play another copy of this card if I could, and this card has been amazing. This card gets you any card in the deck from any other card in the deck. I'm not even exaggerating right now. And this means that this card, if you draw a hand trap going for like Sis card, you didn't brick, you didn't draw a brick, you just drew a good Small World bridge to get you any other card, which means that this removes a lot of variance from the ways you're trying to breaking boards, because you're not depending on, oh, did I draw this card or did I reveal it off Prost? No. These 2 cards basically mean that, oh, you have access to basically anything in your deck. And yeah, that does it for the spells. Now on to the hand traps. I played 3 Nibiru. People are saying this card isn't good because of Brave, and to that I think they haven't played enough with it to really realize how good this card is and how impactful it is. Really, it hits a lot of decks. I also knew I would have a lot of Sword Soul players in the tournament, so I decided to play it because this hits them very hard. 3 Ash Blossoms. This card hits any deck at the moment, so I play it because I always want to have it. It's also a good Small World Bridge. Speaking of Small World Bridge, 3 Effect Veiler. This isn't that good of a hand trap right now. I would say Imperm is better. But this is the best Small World Bridge for the deck. This links every single card together, basically. You can go from Ash to Veiler to Purple. You can go from Ash to Veiler to Girsu. You can go from Nibiru, and this is a very, very good card for that. And then 2 Ghost Ogres. It deals with Brave Engine. It's a good card drawing as a 6th card. And then one of the cards that overperformed at the weekend, a Mekk-Knight staple, Santa Claus. This is a searchable Kaiju from Small World. It also is a searchable Kaiju from Chaos Ruler. It's very, very good in that sense. It's also a Small World Bridge, and it turns Small World into a board breaking card, which was very good, and I found that I needed this card. So the main deck is done. It comes out to 43 cards. We have 3 cards we do not want to draw, and we have enough starters where we can justify playing more than 40. I actually think the ideal build for this deck is something around 50 if you have more props and more Small Worlds, but I do not, so I'd play that. So for the side deck, we're playing 1 copy of Red Reboot, 1 copy of Harpy's Feather Duster, and 1 copy of Cosmic Cyclone. A bit of Spell Trap removal. This also helps deal with Scythe, which is very prominent this weekend. And then 3 copies of Lightning Storm, Spell Trap removal, which, yeah, we need that. And then 3 copies of Draw. And then the cards that overperformed as well, we have 3 copies of Token Collector. This card was insane the whole weekend. And lastly, 3 copies of Lancia, a recurable floodgate that you can get with secrets that stops Wanderies. Well, not stops, but it's very good against Wanderies, very good against PK, and good against VW again also. And I had a lot of that in the weekend. So yeah, this is a very good card. And now for the extra deck. The extra deck is pretty standard. Every single card here you use, and you probably are going to use all of them in one match. So Prosperity becomes very hard to use, but you have to realize that your hand, you can telegraph, oh, I'm going to have to play this or not, so you have to make some choices. But anyways, 1 Relinquished Anima, 1 Secure Garden, which turns Lib into spot removal for free, 1 Link Spider, which helps play around Nib, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Galatea to make Ding, 1 Dark. This card is insane. I have no idea how this card is so cheap and why it wasn't a secret rare, because it would look gorgeous in the secret rare. Then we have 2 Lib, best extra deck monster in the deck. 1 Morningstar. I cut the other copy because you really do not need it. The only situation it comes up is when you have to start your plays of memory, though that does not come up that often, so I decided to cut it because I needed to play more stuff in the extra deck. 1 Unicorn, you make this with Lib and shuffle a lot of stuff back. 1 Abramax, this card is also insane, like a lot of decks can't deal with it if you make it with IP. It single-handedly won me at least 3 games on the weekend. 1 Goddess, I made this card every single match, I'm not even joking, this card comes up a lot. It deals with DP, it helps deal with Eldritch, it removes anything in the game. So yeah, it's a really, really good card. 1 Ding, 1 Zeus for the standard Galatea line. It turns Girsu into Zeus for free while also getting rid of like problematic cards. And then your extra deck starter card that searches you basically most anything in the game. It's also level 8. It's also free body for Lib. You can revive it. It's just an insane card. So yeah, that was pretty much it, guys. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys want the Small World Bridges, I'll have a link in the description with all of them. I'll also have a link of the DB link for the deck if you just want to knack deck and go away. And thank you for watching. Have a nice one.